Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Study with Cree. Before we begin, remember that this content is for educational purposes only. Always research and verify information from credible sources and use this material as a supplement to your own study, textbooks, and supervision. In this lesson, we're exploring social and cultural diversity, one of the most important and ethically grounded areas of the CPCE and NCE. Let's talk about what it means to be a culturally aware and inclusive counselor. Social and cultural diversity focuses on how cultural identity shapes the counseling relationship. You'll be tested on multicultural competence, privilege, bias, and advocacy. These concepts go beyond memorization. They reflect the ethical heart of counseling. Sue, Arredondo, and McDavis define multicultural competence through three components. Those components are awareness, knowledge, and skills. Awareness means understanding your own cultural identity and biases. Knowledge is learning about the worldview of others, and skills involve adapting interventions to meet clients where they are. Identity development model explains how individuals understand themselves in relation to race. Helms' white racial identity model moves from unawareness to autonomy. This, in result, develops an anti-racist identity. The cross-Nigrescence model, describes the transformation of Black identity from pre-encounter to internalization. This focuses on the direction of growth and not memorizing every single step. Intersectionality was introduced by Kimberlé Crenshaw in 1989 as a framework for understanding how multiple social identities like race, gender, class, and ability intersect to shape a person's lived experience. It reminds us that power and oppression don't act along a single line, but overlap and interlock. For example, a Black woman might experience discrimination not just as a Black person or as a woman, but specifically as the intersection of both identities. This perspective helps counselors avoid one-dimensional thinking and better understand each client's unique experience. Privilege, power, and oppression are core to social justice counseling. Privilege means having unearned advantages, often invisible to those who hold them. Oppression describes systematic inequities that limit access or opportunity. A culturally aware counselor acknowledges these dynamics, both in society and in the counseling relationship. When we are referencing social and cultural diversity, it's very important that we keep these terms at the front of our minds and that we are familiar with these common terms. They show up often on the CPCE and the NCE. Microaggressions are subtle, often unintentional acts of discrimination. Acculturation is adapting to a new culture, while assimilation involves losing your original one. Cultural relativism means viewing behavior through a cultural lens, not through personal bias. Ethnocentrism is the opposite. It means that we're assuming one's culture is superior to another. Advocacy is both ethical and necessary. Culturally competent counselors advocate for individuals and systems. Sometimes this means helping clients find resources. Other times it means challenging policies that cause harm. Every act of advocacy creates ripples of change. When we're discussing cultural competence, it is not just a one-time achievement. It's an ongoing process. The best counselors stay humble, they stay curious, and they always stay teachable. They use inclusive language, seek feedback, and keep learning about the communities that they serve. On both the CPCE and the NCE, look for answers that emphasize awareness, supervision, and respect for diversity. If an option says, treat all clients the same, that's almost always incorrect. Cultural blindness is not cultural competence. Just to recap, Multicultural competence involves awareness, knowledge, and skills. Understand identity development, practice advocacy, and reflect continuously. Growth as a counselor begins with awareness and expands through action. Thank you so much for studying with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Study with Cree. Next week, we'll move into career development, another key area for the CPCE and the NCE. Remember to always keep learning, stay reflective, and take care of yourself as you grow. Happy studying, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.